Hi there, in today's video I want to show you a few ninja tricks in terms of design and layout for your ebook. So I'm using a project, and this you can do this in standard, pro or agency, and I've created a two-column ebook. So in standard you have at least two column templates, and in pro, obviously, in agency you have more. And of course in agency you can create your own and duplicate your own. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to make these headings pop. Okay, so the heading at the moment is just a different font size. What I want to do is put a line underneath. All right, and so I'm going to do that by highlighting the heading and clicking on border, and I'm going to select the color, and I'm going to make it like a blue color like this, and select the bottom. Okay, so I selected the bottom, I created border, selected the bottom of the container, okay, so the heading, and I've selected a solid line, and I've given it a color. So if I click away from that, I can see that solid line has gone in there. And if I scroll down to any of the headings, it's done it for all of them, right? Like there, okay. And the other thing I'm going to do is do the same thing, but I'm going to put a border around a center. Sorry, a border for the center. So I'm going to do that by clicking on div container here. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put on this one here. Select color. I'm going to select a really light color because I want it to be quite subtle. Okay. And again, select solid. And there, you can see. If I click away, can you see that border's gone in there? Okay, so that gives your book, a much more sort of professional look. Let's just see what it looks like in a PDF. Okay, so you can see the border there, and you can see here the what I've done for the headings. Okay, another thing I'm going to do is any of my lists. So lists are bullet points or numbers. So if it's bullets, it's called an unordered list. If it's numbers, it's called an ordered list. So I'm going to select it, and I want to give this again a bit more of a lift from the whole document. So I'm going to click on color. I'm going to select again. So I'm selecting the background color. Okay. Of the unordered list, I'm selecting again a very light color, okay, because I just want to give it enough to stand out like that, okay. And again, that makes it look really good. And if you've got any other unordered lists, there's none in this document, but it'll do the same to those, okay. A couple of other things you might not realize as well, and this applies to pro and agency, simply that in the settings here, you can actually, first of all, you can switch off headers and footers. Okay, see that? I'm switching it. That's with the headers and footer on, and if I switch that off like that, then it disappears. Okay, and the other thing you can do is have page numbering. So if you click on page numbering like that, then in the footer, there goes the page number, okay? And if I want to align that to the left or the right, then I click on the container of the page number like that and select left or right, okay? So here we'll do align right, okay? And it puts it on the right hand side there, just like that. Okay, so so we now got page numbering in there. And I think I'll just make this heading's very big. Okay, so I'm going to just change that text style to be much smaller, 24. Let's put 30. There we go. Okay, so now it fits. And we're pretty much ready to go. So that's just a couple of things there that I just wanted to show you that will instantly give your book a lift. One other thing that you might want to do is some of the default fonts that you use can be quite big. Okay, that's what's in the template. And you see what I've done here. This font here is much smaller. It's like a 12-point font. So if ever you want to change it, you literally highlight the paragraph, okay, and it redoes the font for you. But one thing when you're making a font smaller is you'll get a lot of white space, okay, and if you get white space at the end, then go to the last paragraph where you have white space and click on the repaginate icon, and it will reorganize everything for you. Okay, so this list, for example, this is too big, so let's take the ordered list parent. Let's make this 12 points. It's the same size as my text. And then I've got this white space here, so I'm going to select the paragraph, click on repaginate, and you see it sucks in the content from the next page. Okay, so it all comes in. Now sometimes you'll see this, right? So it pulls in the content, but it won't pull in content from the next heading. So what it's doing is it's saying, well, if you've got a new heading here, you probably want this on a new page. Okay, so it will automatically repaginate down until the next heading of the new page. Yeah, and then obviously if you want to override that, then you can click on it and then drag it up further into your document. Okay, let me know if you find that helpful. I just wanted to go through some really cool little tricks that you might not be aware of that you can do in Designrr. Thanks a lot.